Do it like a newsreader.
Tonight at 10 on BBC News.
Oh, I was on the news this morning. Yeah. I was on BBC News, seriously. Show you.
I don't believe you now.
I was on the news this morning. There you go. BBC News.
Oh my god. What?
Hello and welcome to Wolfsburg Vans, where we take you behind the scenes and show you what it takes to build and sell some of the best custom vans in the UK. You'll get exclusive access to the many sides of our business, our fantastic team, the ups and downs, and a whole load of sexy vans. Let's go. Hello and welcome to Wolfsburg Vans, and more importantly, welcome to episode 1 of our documentary series. I'm Mike, I'm the owner, and I'm going to show you how we build and sell some of the best custom vans in the UK. You're going to see what we do, how we do it, the ups and downs, and the story behind Wolfsburg. But before that, let me show you around. Okay, so firstly, we're a custom van dealership. We sell new and used custom vans, primarily Volkswagen Caddies. So this is our handover area. If you come to buy a vehicle off us, this is where we'll do the paperwork, talk about the specs that you want, any modifications, and hand the vehicle over when you come and collect, make the payment and everything. We've got our salesman, Danny's desk over there. We've got my office through that door, which I'm sure you'll see plenty of during this documentary series. You'll also notice the big TV. We've got the 75-inch TV, the drinks fridge with all the pop, water and snacks for the customers. Now, there's a few reasons for this, not just to enjoy if you're coming in to buy a vehicle, but this is our customer waiting room as well. So not only do we sell vehicles, but we customise them too. So we have a lot of customers that come from all over the UK for various things: seat conversion, carpet lining, tuning, lowering, customisation. They might bring us a standard van and we'll do a full Wolfsburg package on it. But a lot of those services, most of them are done in day. So same day service. So you might turn up at 7 AM and you'll be on your way around 4 AM. So we wanted somewhere for customers to be able to relax, and this waiting room's actually evolved. So if you've been and visited us before, or you've seen some of our videos, you'll remember the big black reclining sofa with the fold down thing for your drinks, the cup holders. Well, that was basically so that people could come and relax all day if they were waiting for a job to be done, an in-day appointment, but they were waiting all day. So as the business has evolved and we've needed a little bit more space for handovers, and a lot of customers now, we're coming and taking the train into Manchester. We've got a train station just next door that takes you into Manchester city centre in 13 minutes. We've got a hotel across the road with a Starbucks in and a bar and grill. So we found that customers weren't waiting as much, so we needed a bit more space for sales staff as we brought Danny in from paint into being a full-time salesman. So the sofa's gone, but the TV remains, all the drinks remain, the Xbox, Netflix, so customers can still come and wait, even all day, comfortably, watch a bit of telly, relax, and enjoy free drinks and snacks. The second reason that we've got the big TV, Xbox, the drinks and snacks is the kids. So we've got 5 Wolfsburg kids, ranging from the age of 6 months to 17. So when we originally did the office years ago, we needed to be able to bring them in the summer holidays when they were a bit younger and they couldn't stay on their own. So we'd bring them in the summer holidays. We needed to make sure that they didn't moan at us all day. So we had the nice sofa, Netflix and the Xbox for them to play on, which meant that Kate, aka Mrs. Wolfsburg, who's on maternity at the minute, but she'll pop in and feature in this documentary, was able to bring the kids in and work rather than just having the full 6 weeks holidays off. So yeah, we wanted somewhere to be kid friendly so we could bring the kids in and work, as well as being a customer waiting room. Okay, so that's the sales office. So let me take you through and show you the workshop. Okay, so I'm going to start at the
A few moments later.
You give me 5 minutes? Or do you want me to wait? Okay, so I'm going to start at the far end of our workshop and work our way back, because that's the order in which our vehicles are built. So this is our body shop, and now not many small independent dealers have their own body shop, but there's a very good reason for that, and that's because everything that we sell goes out perfect. I mean, not perfect, you can't get everything perfect, but it goes out as good as we can get it. So, you know, if a van is 8 years old and done 120,000 miles, it's going out in the same condition as if a van is 12 months old and it's got 10,000 miles. And these are vans after all, so when they come to us used, they have marks, dents, scratches, they've been knocked around a little bit sometimes. But because we take it and then build a full custom van, we expect, or I expect, our vans to be presentable. I don't want to give you any reason to turn up here and leave without buying a van because of the condition. So, especially in the used car and van game, you won't find many dealers doing that. So if you went to look at, say, a 5-year-old van, you would fully expect most dealers to be saying, you know, there's age-related marks, dents and scratches. That we don't do that here. If you come to buy a van off us, it's mint. Yeah, the bodywork's mint. You're not finding dents, scratches or marks, which is quite unusual, because we've got vans that might be £10,000 plus VAT, up to vans that are 50 grand. Now, that £10,000 van is going out in the same condition as the £50,000 van. Everything gets the same level of prep, no matter what year it is, what the mileage is. The bodywork gets done exactly the same, which, like I said, is quite unusual. I'll give you an example. 12 months ago, I went to buy a Range Rover for Mrs. Wolfsburg, 3 years old, 60 grand, and we turned up to have a look at it. It's got marks and scratches on 3 panels. It had curved wheel, and when I said to the salesman, you know, it's not been prepped, look at it, it's got scratches on it, they were like, yeah, it's 3 years old, it done 30,000 miles, it's 3 years old, so we would expect some age-related marks. Not on a 60 grand car, that. So not even on a 10 grand van off us, you're not finding marks and scratches. Prepare the vehicles properly, you know, and make the customer happy. So yeah, it's quite unusual, but that's what we do. We want to make sure everything goes out right. Okay, and because I'm not from a main dealer background, I've always worked for myself. So I built this business up with a level of service that I would expect as a customer, without being tainted by being a salesman at a main dealer, for example, where you're really restrained by what your management or you know, your dealer principal will allow you to do in preparation of vehicles. So, you know, we built this up basically to provide the highest level of service possible, taking bits from dealerships or main dealers or whatever that have provided good service with what we think should be how you're treated as a customer, but without the restraints put on from main dealers, and without that old school dodgy car dealer attitude. So yeah, that's why we have our own body shop, and mainly because we were spending so much money on paint using third parties years ago, and we couldn't control the quality. We just couldn't get the volume by subbing the work out to other people. So it's something that we needed to, along with many of our other services, something that we need to bring in-house. Okay, so this is our spray booth. It's on bake at the minute, but at some point we'll take you inside and show you all the specifications of it. It's quite a good booth, so we'll go into a bit more detail about that. Over there we've got the mix room, so that's where all the paint is kept and mixed. So that's a health and safety requirement, you know, it's all fireproof and everything. Let me take you outside and show you our prep area. So we've got one in the booth at the minute on bake, and we've got another one being prepared. So we very quickly ran out of room in our small body shop, so we needed more space. So we put in our prep tent, which is over here. So this just allows us more space to prepare vehicles for our body shop, do all the prep work, the sanding, the filling and everything, the dirty stuff. Now we can prep 2 vehicles in here, so we can have sort of 3 vehicles being prepped at any time. We've also got the ramp inside that we can prep on as well, so potentially we can prep 4 vehicles ready for paint. So yeah, this is our prep tent. If you're watching this and you're thinking, oh, they've got an unsecure prep tent, absolutely nothing is left in here overnight. The only thing that you'll find in here overnight might be the odd piece of sandpaper on the floor. Tent's left open at any time, so don't watch this and think, oh, I'm going to try and rob something from there, because you won't find anything. Okay, so that's paint done, so I'll show you our forecourt while we're out here. So we've got vans lined up all on the front, round the corner, all ones that are ready to go, and then others in various stages of prep. We can fit probably 40 vans packed right tight in to the space that we've got. I think we've probably got about 30 at the minute. During the day we'll have them all parked all up the street, all the ones that are in prep, and we're quite lucky because this is an industrial area, so we can't piss off any of the neighbours. They're all pretty cool about that. So we've got loads of parking, so we can move things around during the day. But I think at the moment we've probably got 30 custom vans in the yard. When we pack it up tight, we can fit probably 40 in. So yeah, that's the forecourt, which also doubles up. We used to have a site over in Ashton, if you remember, at Ashton, which was just a forecourt. We could fit probably 50, 60 vans on there. When we got more into the custom side of things and doing all the work in-house, I decided to move everything over to one space so that the customers can come in, see the vans being built, you know, pick a van that isn't even prepped yet. We'd say, this is going to be your van, customise it however you want. So I wanted that to be all in one space, and then we didn't have to be running around to Ashton. So yeah, we're no longer in Ashton anymore, and everything's based over here. So let me take you through and show you the workshop. Okay, so this is our workshop. Now this is where we prepare all our vehicles, so where we build our custom vans. But not only that, this is where we do all our customer work. So, for example, this has got a customer van on at the moment that's had lowering and a remap. Mike's just tracking it up. I think he's got the gauges on there, hasn't he? Yeah, so Mike's just tracking that up at the minute. We've got the second ramp as well, so we can be building our own custom vans and doing customer jobs at the same time. I think this one, Chris is just preparing the back for carpet lining, so he's just stripping everything out. It'll all get cleaned down, and then this is getting carpet lining and a few other goodies. Okay, so over to our dyno bay, stroke polishing bay. This is where we tune all our vehicles. So we tune all our Volkswagen Caddies, the used ones anyway. And again, this is something that we used to bring a company in to do for us, but we were spending that much money, it made sense to bring it in-house. So we did this by getting a developer to write the software for us. And now, because we only do one type of vehicle, well, specifically the Caddy, we do the Transporter as well. So we had a developer make us our own custom software for the Caddy and the Transporter. And we've successfully mapped over 2,000 vehicles, both our own and customer vehicles, since. Now, about 3 years ago, we invested and put in the dyno. So about 3 years ago, we decided to improve that service and install a dyno, so we're able to custom tune stuff and give the customers a printout as well. So that's the dyno bay, stroke polishing bay. Again, when this isn't being used for tuning, the lads like to polish here because of the lights. So let me take you upstairs. Okay, so this is our trim area where all our carpet jobs are prepared with all our templates. Again, this is a service that we used to sub out, but we knew that we were spending that much money. We knew we could bring it in-house and that we could do a better job as well with better materials. So when I tell you we do everything in-house under one roof, we're really going to put our money where our mouth is and show you. So we brought this in-house, and the finish that we can achieve is why we're trusted by a lot of Volkswagen main dealers to do work, so you're going to get to see a lot of that. Onto our mezzanine, which is used for storing parts. We like to keep everything in stock for the jobs that we're doing, just to speed up the jobs and make sure we're never waiting on parts. We can work as efficiently as possible. Okay, so that's the end of our workshop tour, and this building's evolved massively for us. It was a shithole when we moved in. We'll show you some pictures of that, but we try and keep it as clean and presentable as we can, because not only is this our workshop, it's our showroom as well. You notice there's lots of noise going on in the background, so if you have any trouble hearing me, drop in the comments and let us know. But this is a busy workshop. We're going to be showing you everything, so you've got to expect a lot of noise to be going on. So yeah, welcome to episode 1, and let's see what we can show you.
Let's market that. Note to self. I've already looked at this, Mike, don't I mean?
Just for gingers.
Just for gingers. Ginger friends.
So what have we got going on this week then?
Alright, so stock vans. We have got 8 caddies in prep, 1 transporter. We've got custom paint job on a Mark IV Maxi British Gas Blue to pure grey. We've got customer jobs now, 2 lowerings, 2 carpet linings, 4 seat conversions, 2 2+1 seat conversions, a 1+1 seat conversion with carpet lining, and a 1+1 with no carpet lining. We've got 2 of our own vans to have seat conversion carpet lining put in, silver one that's going out, and the white one.
SUX in it, whatever it is. Yeah, the one with the tailgate in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've got a Caddy 4 being dropped off on Friday, Indian grey full respray. So we need to keep an eye out.
Just cosmetic, that one, isn't it? It's just nothing.
Just cosmetic. It's got
deadlocks.
Deadlocks. I'm going to say
Deadlock delete. That's what you want to do.
Weld it up. And get it painted. It's got some scratches and marks on it.
Yeah. So it's minor.
It's staying the same colour, so it's not a colour change.
Yeah.
Red one, we need to make sure that we're up to date on the prep on the red one.
Doing something a bit special on that, aren't we? On the red one.
Pearl.
Yeah, going pearl.
Pearl, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's probably a better solution. That's a bit better. Not much costing either on the difference on the paint either, but I think it will definitely stand out than red.
What's pearl? Is that like a glitter?
Yeah, so if you look at like these fancy colours like on BMWs and a lot of Toyotas, you see how they're glittery and they're flickery it looks. So what we're going to do, we're going to keep it red, the van, but we're going to apply probably 2.5 coats of pearlescent paint over the top. So when you lacquer it and the sunlight hits it, it'll just pop and glitter. Something a bit different. If we were painting the whole van, let's spice it up a bit, I reckon, Mike.
See, it's red, right? And we've like red vans, a nemesis. So there's a bit of a backstory. I've stopped red vans twice ever, and I've been doing this for 14 years. And when Daddy started, I remember telling him I had a red Caddy once. Was it red Caddy? No, it wasn't a Caddy. It might have been a transporter. I can't remember what it was. But I was stuck with this thing for 9 months, and I vowed never to buy a red van ever again. Fast forward to when Danny started, I got offered a delivery miles cherry red Caddy at a good price from Volkswagen York. So I thought, alright, it's a Caddy, it's not whatever the other van was.
Decent spec one though, wasn't it?
It was a good spec. It was delivery miles, it was the right money. I thought we'll take a chance of it. We customised it and it looked mega. Absolutely mega. And it wasn't an X demo, but it had everything on it. It had all the spec on it. And it sat and everyone that came in said, wow, look at that, doesn't that look great? But nobody bought it. And it's a colour, it's red.
How long did you have it for?
9 months.
Was that the red Mark IV where you took the pictures in the snow?
That's the
Yes,
one.
the one.
Yeah, I'll put it on so everyone can see it. It was a beautiful van.
It had 100 miles on the clock, and the guy that eventually came and bought it, by the time we sold it, it wasn't new anymore. So he's like, it's 18 months old, it sat in Volkswagen York in their showroom. They obviously couldn't sell it because it was fucking red. so they sold it to me, and then we sat on it for 9 months, and the miles is 100 miles. So on the phone he's saying, is the mileage legit? I'm like, look, it's new, and I explain the story. It's from
So people won't believe you,
it's sat in Volkswagen showroom, and then it's been sat here. Nobody, and I just had to say to him,
Nobody wants
nobody
it.
wants it. Like, come over and have a look at it. It's new. And he did, and he was like, oh yeah, fair play, like, it is new, you know, it's what you said. I'm like, I know.
So is that why should we this time we go something a bit, spice it up a bit?
So after that, I vowed never to buy another red van.
What have you gone and done?
But we bought a red transporter.
Right money though.
We got it at the right. We got it at the right money. Put a low bid on it, and we got it at the right money. And I knew it needed a bit of paint, so a few marks and scratches around it. So I thought, worst case, we'll change the colour on it. Yeah, we've got enough margin in it to change the colour. But you've come up with a better idea, haven't you?
Yeah, a cheaper one, and also I think it'll set the van off. It's getting the right pearl, I think we'll do.
Yeah, and that's just by putting putting pearl in the paint. So it'll still be red, but it'll have a nice pearl to it.
Yeah, be a nice shimmer to it.
Bit different then.
Yeah.
Yeah, because some reds can look nice, can't they? But I think with vans, what do you think of? What's the first thing you think of when you think of a red van?
Royal Mail.
Yeah, there we go.
So on that last one, we even sent George to Man United, to Old Trafford. So take it and photograph it outside Old Trafford. Like, see if we can get some bites. Like, surely a United fan might buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Worst case, a Liverpool fan.
Was it any who bought it? Was it United or Liverpool? Don't we know?
No.
Not
Anyway, he went to Old Trafford, pulled up, jumped out with his camera, and security came straight over, like, get gone. Wow. So we never got any footage at
Old Trafford.
But yeah, strange because the British Gas caddies, straight away you see a blue caddy, in British Gas blue, which is their own colour. And what do you think? British Gas. But that doesn't bother anyone.
No.
But red, no one wants to be driving around looking like a postman.
And you know what? You don't really see red caddies either. Even the Caddy 4s, you don't see many about. No. But like I say, that's why this time we'll do something special.
Yeah.
So
it's got to have a nice pearl paint on it, and hopefully somebody will buy it.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm sure they will. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Should we go have a look at it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Some nice little miles as well, isn't it?
So this is the van that we were talking about. That had marks and scratches all over it. So we knew that we could do a full respray if we needed to. But obviously Danny's idea of putting pearl in the paint, we're gonna give it a go and see.
Yeah, so it turns out.
Take this.
Postman Pat Red. It does look like Postman Pat Red, doesn't it?
It probably was a Royal Mail van. In fact, no, I think they keep theirs for much longer.
They do.
I didn't think they use transponders.
I'm not sure, but they keep their vans for like 10 years.
Yeah, they do.
They use Peugeots, don't they?
It won't be a Royal Mail van. And again, if you're looking at this thinking that it's got a shitload of filler in it, that's not the case, is it, Danny?
No. So basically, general wear and tear on a van. I'll have the swage lines here, it's probably had little car park dings, little dings, little creases and bangs. It looks worse than it is, but the skill panel beaters we've got and the welding equipment, the pin pulling machines, we manipulate the metal to get all the dents out. It's just very light skim of filler, that's all it is. It looks worse than it is, but it's not, it really isn't. If it was generally needed a new door, we'd have put one on it, but it's just...
untrained eye, you know, this is not like, it's not deep in filler, it's a very, very light skim. Craig's done all the panel work on it, and then this is just a light skim over the top. And is it primed?
Not yet, no, it's ready for priming though.
Yeah.
So it's going to go in paint shop very soon it is.
It's being painted next week.
Next week, prep this week, paint next week.
Yeah, we've allocated some prep for it this week and then painted next week.
So we're literally doing a full lot on this, aren't we? Full lot, outside.
Yeah,
right.
Painting the full lot. But we're not customising it.
So what we're doing on this
we're not customising it. I don't want to put the extra money into this van and risk it not selling for ages again. So we're just gonna paint it, sell it standard. It's got captain seats in the front.
Captain seats, what are they? The
captain seats is where it's two seats in the front.
I've never seen transport with them. I've only seen the
of course you have.
The twin and a single.
No, in the front. So all the campers have two single seats in the front. Yeah, captain seats.
Right, I didn't know they were called that.
Yeah. So this is primed for a conversion. So more than likely, whoever buys this,
they're going to do a rip out and then
they're going to put a camper conversion in it. Cause it's primed for that. It's low miles, one owner, captain seats already, nice spec on it.
And 19 plate as well.
19 plate.
What's the mileage on that?
Like 30,000.
30k.
So we're just going to do a nice paint job in it and sell it as it is.
Oh, I don't always do it.
You do.
I don't.
And he crawls. You're the barker.
And he gets on his old fours and stuff.
You know, don't bring it wrong, Yeah, so by the looks of it now, it looks like it's put the undercoat on.
Yeah, okay.
So it makes it a lot easier for the paint to come off. So being pure grey as well, it's going to come a lot easier than if you use last products.
So what colour was it before?
I think it's British gas blue, I think it was, yeah.
And now
it
it's
was
going...
pure grey. So
grey.
it's a nice VW colour.
Yeah.
What the customer requested.
Yeah.
You could have picked any colour he wanted, but he was adamant he wanted pure grey, so each to their own. It's going to be a nice job when it's done though. It's very nice.
How would you compare it to Nardo Grey? We had this discussion earlier.
Nardo Grey is the Audi version of it, so Nardo's more, it's lighter. This is a bit darker, a bit more red this is. You'll see once the paint goes on, you'll see the difference in it. People in all the colours in all the cars will clock it straight away. Separate, one top, so my height, for me to do it, just like that. Do you want to do it separate or not? I'll have to. What I do sometimes, I was going to just make it up, double a box on, so the box is there, you can put another box on top and it locks in.
It's not the height, it's the reach.
The reach.
Yeah.
Have you based that up?
Hey? That's the reach, what's the problem? Not the
I'll
height.
tell you what, base up as normal, and let the middle look in there. You can't reach the middle.
I can do it, I've got to lean on the van though, so I can't base on the sides. That's why I was going to do the roof first, put it off, and then do the sides. So the roof's all based up, but we can't
Do that then.
for the reach.
So what have you done on the van so far?
Put a base coat on.
Yeah.
As you can see, it's not blue anymore. Put another coat on, dry it, ready for the clear coat.
Sweet. So is this the finished paint colour now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
A respray, but not a full respray. The customer didn't want all the insides doing, underneath the arches, bring the costing down, because I had a few more extras with us. But the next one we've got in for build, we did one in Porsche Racing Yellow.
Oh, wow.
It's the new GT4 colour. They've been put on the full range of Porsche, but
Yeah.
started off on the GT4. So customers bought a van off us, and that's what she's going for. So
Cool.
the next few weeks we'll be seeing that with the build. We like doing them.
Clear coat. No clear coat. What are you doing?
I'm going door there, prepping it for paint,
Alright, okay.
just putting it off the wall.
Is that for the van in there?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
part of this.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's prepping this day. These are going to be painted tomorrow morning.
Yeah. How long do you think until the full van's done?
Should be all done for Thursday.
Wow.
Thursday, yeah.
Alright, and it's
Yeah.
Monday now?
Yeah. Wait, once you get going, it's quick, because everything's preps, and it's just a prep.
Yeah.
That takes time.
No, exactly. I mean, what goes into prepping, like a van, for example, popping?
Start by doing the outside, any repairs, scratches, sanding them out, and then basically, sorry,
It's alright?
scratching the van.
Yeah.
I do. Some paint up stick.
And do you do this with every van that comes in?
Everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So every van leaves with like brand new paper it
Yeah,
looks.
yeah.
Amazing.
Then when they come off the production line,
Yeah.
the duffer.
Right, so what's special about this van, yeah?
Yeah, what's
Is-
special about it?
It's a panel van, but it's had a 7-seat conversion.
Alright.
Right, so company owner has bought it, but wants to be able to transport his kids around. So in the back, we took a standard panel van. We've done our usual 2+1 conversion, but as well as that, we've done a full factory 7-seat conversion.
Wow.
So
Okay.
the only other option to have a 7-seat Caddy is you can buy the Caddy Life. Yeah, but the Caddy Life's a car, so you can't buy that through your business.
So are these all Isofix?
all Isofix, all quick release and removal.
Could you explain as well what Isofix is? Because a lot of people don't know what that is.
So Isofix is, I'll show you on this one. So Isofix is if you've got a baby seat or a child seat, fixes into anchor points, clips in, rather than having a traditional baby seat. I think most of them are Isofix now. But with older baby seats, you have to put the seat belt round and sort of wrap it round in. You're only secured in with the seat belt, whereas an Isofix child seat actually clips in and locks into position in there, so it's secure, it's in.
Yeah, it's a lot safer.
It's a lot safer, yeah.
Or transport being picked up.
Yeah, it's gone to Belfast.
Ship them all over, don't we? Belfast.
Where's the furthest you've shipped a van?
Not shipped, but the furthest somebody's come to buy a van is from Tarifa in Spain, which is like most southern point, Age of Gibraltar. Bought it for like mountain biking, windsurfing.
What van was it that they bought?
Caddy Maxi.
Right, Mark 4?
Yeah.
Mark 5?
Yeah, Mark 4.
Right.
Flew over and we picked him up from the airport and then drove back.
Did it speak English? I'm going to say it, wasn't
Yeah, it was English.
Yeah.
It was English.
We had the customer from Italy as well, remember? Italy in the 4Motion drove all the way down here just to have his van. What do you have done to it now? Was it lowering or something? Or a seat cover? No, was it? What have done to it? What was it? That'll be come from Italy.
Remap.
Yeah.
Wow.
Remapping a little bit.
Yeah.
We've had France, Holland, Spain. I think that's it.
All different stuff in it. Mad.
We had a van from. We had a van that had a seat conversion done by Volkswagen France.
Yeah.
From the main dealer. And it was shocking. It was safe, but it was shocking. It just looked shit. So the guy contacted us and asked us if he could bring it over. We'll rip it all out.
Do it again.
Proper one in.
Yeah.
So rip it all out, start again. All our stuff and that.
Ripped it all out, back to bare, and put our factory conversion in.
Very nice. Very nice.
So what's going on today at Wolfsburg?
Right, so yesterday we're picking up where we left off. Connor painted the shell job, the pure grey one from Maxa. As you can see now, he's got set up the second sequence of it, which is all the doors. So once he's painted these, he's going to then move on to like the bumpers, spoilers, any little bits he can't get in now. On me on a Maxa, it's a 3 visit. So we shell, parts, bumpers. So let's have a walk through what else we've been doing today as well. I'll walk around shop. So it's a bit exit down here today.
Yeah.
There's an exit down here today. You can see we've got all new fire doors fitted. So we've got joiners in.
Where are they? There they are.
All the joiners being fitted and stuff. There's always something down at Wolfsburg being done. As you can see guys, the shell job from yesterday, Craig's already got it back on the ramp being built back up. So we're still on target for the end of the week being done.
Where are you going?
Keep that one in. It basically is having a full Wolfsburg shebang. Lowering, suspension, wheels, tyres, custom colour change and remap as well. So he's gone for the works, this lad.
When you're buying a used van from Wolfsburg, do you get like a service, MOT, all that sort of good
Yes,
stuff?
so all our used vans that come with cam belt, bump, service, 12 months MOT, warranty with Wolfsburg, 12 months warranty RAC and 12 months RAC breakdown cover.
And that's for every van?
That's every van. Obviously not the new ones because they've got still the Volkswagen warranty on, but all I use gets well and truly above and beyond all work carried out on it. So as you can see in this van, this is one of our sold vans, sold this last week to one of our customers. He's bought the bare van, but then he's requested a 1+1 seat conversion in it. He's having it carpet lined in, extra dodo, and an outro floor fit in this. So we've tailored the van to his needs basically.
Tell me a bit about this one.
So this van is a 2019 Highline, reflex silver. It's just been finishing our build now. It's been dropped 60mm, 19-inch wheels on it. Being the Highline, it's got sat nav, heated screen, app connect, cruise control. Obviously my favourite, the nice smaller mirrors. I'm on the Caddy Life. Like you can see, we can colour code it all. Sidebars. Colour code the rear boot handle. I don't know why Volkswagen don't do that from factory there.
Yeah, it's a bit weird, isn't it?
Isn't it? I mean, they leave the textured bumper on.
Yeah.
Sorry, the textured door handle on and leave all the door handles colour coded. I don't get it. It's weird how they just leave that one out. Again, we put a side rail cover on it. So as you can see now, the water just beading off. It's had a 3-stage machine polish and minor paintwork on it. So this is one of the next ones this week that's going to be up for sale.
And how much will it be?
This particular van's done 83k, so it's 15,995 plus VAT. So for a high line, it's pretty reasonable on price, to be fair.
Right, okay, so what's that?
It's a stap gun.
Okay, and what does it do?
It's got an electronic charge, as you can see, the prongs here.
Yep.
So when it blows air, takes the static out of your panel, and it just keeps less dirt inclusions landing in your panel.
Right, so does that just mean the paint and everything goes on smoother?
Yeah, it keeps it a lot cleaner and it's less polish work at the end.
So this will be fully built up tomorrow, ready to go into polish on Friday.
I don't see why not, as long as there's no issue with the parts.
Yeah. Parts. What? Polishing Friday, yeah?
Yeah, that's what I wanted. As I said to Mason then, let me know what's going on Friday van-wise. He said to up to the right, decent. Harry, so I'll get these done.
That's polished already though.
Yeah, that's polished already, he wants to wash off. That's the same, he wants to wash off, but he wants body flattening, which won't take long.
Yep.
So yeah, a bit late morning.
Late morning for polish on it.
Yeah.
Fine.
Right, so we're on Wednesday. Today's Wednesday, even though we thought it was Thursday. Obviously, the van came out of paint yesterday. They've put the doors on today, is that right?
Yeah, no, doors went on yesterday. Rest of the parts are in paint. Refit will be finished tomorrow, ready for polish on Friday. Marked in the back. All the bits are laid out for refit.
Right, okay, and this is how they do it. Is this all the bolts and everything for the doors then?
Yeah, bolts, hinges for the doors, all the bits for the inside trims, rubbers, seals and everything.
And I can see that the guys obviously kept the inside blue. Is there a reason for that? Like, why have you only done the outside?
Yeah, so normally we do a full colour change, we do everything, the shell, but he wanted to do it on a budget and he's carpet lining the back anyway, so he asked us how much to do the shell on the outside but not the inside. Not really the way that we'd want to be doing it, but it's a good way of the customer getting a colour change. Once he's carpeted over everything, he's not bothered if you're going to see, you know, underneath you're going to see a little tinge of blue occasionally. Yeah. He's not bothered about that. He's getting a colour change for the price that he needed, without going into the cost that we charged. So the Maxi, we charged £6 plus VAT to do its shell job. Mm-hmm. So I think we've charged him 4,000 for this, for the colour change, and he's had some other bits as well. So it's got a good price, to be fair. I think he's done it too cheap. Usually if we do a colour change, we're doing everything.
Right.
Yeah, everything. Glass out, wings off, everything. We haven't took the wings off on this, but everything's done in the door shuts. Yeah. So once he's carpeted the back, you won't see any blue. Mm-hmm. In fact, let's have a look in the engine bay. Yeah, see the even blown in. It's the engine bay, so you can't see any blue in here. If you look right deep, you see it, but we're not going to take the engine out.
Yeah, no one's going to go looking for it.
He doesn't want that kind of expense of taking the engine out, but
yeah,
you know, everything's done. Just that back, you're going to see when it's carpet like it, you won't see that. So it probably made financial sense for him not to do the back. Once it's painted and refitted, it gets polished, wet sanded. Danny! Come here, mate. Okay, Danny.
After paint, why would you wet sand the van?
Obviously, because when a van's painted, once the paint's curing, all the solvent in the paint is still trying to escape. So what it does, it pulls tight. So if you flatten it and then bring it back up, you flatten that peel and that. It looks, when you look at it, looks shrinky. Do you know what I mean? It looks tight, the paintwork. So you're bringing it back up to a proper gloss finish.
Yeah. So it looks like factory.
I mean, paint can cure up to 3 months. So
you know, not only that, any imperfections in the paint when you're painting it,
you remove them.
You're removing them because
the lacquers. Daniel explained it technically, but in layman's term, say if the lacquer, if you zoomed in, was this thick, yeah?
Yeah.
If you zoomed in with a microscope, you might have some, you know, some shit in the paint that's here. We're taking that top layer off.
Yeah.
So the paintwork's perfect.
Making it perfect, yeah.
And then going through a sanding process to bring back that shine. Yeah. So once you go through the sanding process, you bring back that shine. But that's what makes it. That's what makes the paintwork last.
Yeah,
isn't it?
Yeah.
If you skip that out, which a lot of trade painters won't do that step.
No.
So in the motor trade, you know, if you're buying a used vehicle, in my experience, no trade painters do that because it's not cost effective. To give you an example, when I first started selling vans and we were getting paint done, we were paying like 60-70 pounds a panel. You couldn't physically put the time in. I mean, how long will we spend
Polish on this one? Put 2 lads on it, probably do it in a day and a half.
That's a day and a half.
That's for two technicians on it.
8 hours, 2 lads, 16, 20, so 24 labour hours polishing.
Yeah.
It's just not feasible to
No.
do on trade paint. So any other dealership that you're buying a vehicle from that might have had paint, especially main dealers, I don't know, maybe some
Main dealer will do it. They've got all in-house body shops.
But used, definitely not.
Definitely not.
Trade paint, it'll look great at first, but in 6 months it'll sink, you'll see all the sanding marks.
Yeah.
It'll look flat, it'll look hazy.
And don't get me wrong, it'd save us a shit ton of money if we did that. The vans would go out looking great, but 6 months later, we'd have a customer base that would be saying, oh, don't buy a van off them.
Yeah, well, they come back saying it's not good enough, won't they? Yeah.
Don't buy a van off them, the paintwork shit, but we don't get that. We've got customer base that come back after 2, 3, 4 years and buy another van. So,
And is the paintwork guaranteed as well?
yeah, everything that we paint, we guarantee for 12 months. If anything, it's still got Volkswagen paint warranty, I think it's 10 years. 12 years. So Volkswagen paint warranty, and then anything we paint, we get 12 months on.
Great.
That's a little bit flexible as well, so you know, we wouldn't quibble if it was 13 months and our paint failed. If it's our fault, we'd put it right. But we try and make sure that everything goes out perfect.
What happens after the wet sand?
We polish it, so just bring it back with the polishing compound,
Right, okay.
pound at a time.
And that's what gives you the finish. That's what
Your shininess.
That's what make it shine, but that's what will make the paintwork last as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, okay. And then, is it ready to go out then?
After that's been done, it gets jet washed off, seed, goes back in, and then we coat them in Swiss wax. All our custom bills get done in Swiss wax, which is very, very, very good wax.
Right, okay.
So again, you don't have to, it's just because we want to. We will make sure that paintwork lasts.
Yeah, 100%. Well, you're getting that peace of mind then, aren't you? Obviously, if you paint for paint, it's probably one of the most expensive things you can get, really. So you do want to make sure it lasts, and you want to have that peace of mind there that it's going to last as well. So giving people that is that little bit extra, isn't it?
Yeah, not only that, any paint job like this that we'll do, this will come back after 3 months, yeah, and have a health check. So it'll come back in and they'll get...
Gets washed, cleaned, brought in the workshop, back under the lights, and then it'll get 3-stage machine polished, any drop back, you know, anything, you know, that's pulled tight on the paintwork gets corrected, and after that then it's done.
And that's because the paintwork takes 3 months.
Yeah.
Up to 3 months to cure.
Yeah.
So we don't want a vehicle going out after it. And it's a proper way to do it. If you have a proper paint job done, like a full colour change, that's how it should be done. It should be brought back after 3 months and put the machine polished. And then after that, paint should be fully cured and then good to last for... How many years should the paint job last for?
The products we use, the paint we use, you probably get lifetime really. I mean, we're on branded paint and branded stuff, so it's not cheap, so it will last.
So we did the filters and then did this straight after.
Yeah.
Through a bit of crap.
So what are you reckoning? Do you think this is going to be finished off today, tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he's picking it up, innit?
Yeah, tomorrow.
How far are we with the van now?
More or less finished now. Got the roof to purple top and bring this back up.
It's just this patch here now,
Yeah.
so the rest of it's pretty much there to fit it.
All done, yeah.
So this is your absolute favourite bit.
This is the favourite bit of the job, this, when we're doing full machine polishes and customising paintwork. This stuff. Does exactly what it says on the tin. Which I don't know, like, 'cause I can't read it, can't see it in my glasses. But, you know, Swiss wax is probably one of the best wax on the market. It's got quite a lot of carnauba in it, so, which, you know yourself, the polishing perverts. That's the one for polishing. It puts a really nice bead in it, it lasts. So this particular wax has got about 40% in it. So literally, you probably get about 12-month beading, 10-month beading out of this.
Wow. Even when you're washing it as well?
Yeah, it depends if you use pH neutral stuff as well. Obviously that can really take it out of it, but...
I mean, should you be using pH neutral stuff after a paint?
Yes, definitely. Obviously because the acids in wheel acid and some of the TFRs and stuff can actually damage the paintwork. Fixable, but it can actually sustain it. But
yeah.
you know, if you don't have to, you can get away with it, then don't use it. Do you know what I mean?
How long does it take for paint to properly harden?
Anything up to 3 months, 4 months.
Right. Okay. So
That's why we invite people back for a 3-month health check. So once we go over all the panels on the car or the van, we make sure the paintwork's not dropped, it's not hazy. And then we give it a full 3-stage machine polish, valet, clean, and then we reapply the Swiss wax free of charge. That's the sort of process we sort of do for the customers. Just peace of mind on both parties, to be fair. Nice and even. See, you can look. It looks quite glossy, like greasy, like glossy, doesn't it?
yeah.
Can you see it? Apparently, you're supposed to put it on with your hands.
Put it on with your hands. What,
Yeah.
like
So I've seen a few videos at the Swiss wax factory. And he's doing a few Rolls Royces, and the guy's doing it with his hands. He literally put it on his hands. He's like massaging it into paintwork.
It's a bit weird, isn't it? I wouldn't put it past you though. I bet you'd do it.
Listen, I'd eat that. It smells so nice. It smells like mango, doesn't it? So finally, it's done. It's gone from British Gas Blue to pure grey, and customs on his way now as we speak. So he's going to be over the moon when he sees it.
Yeah.
Obviously. Oh yeah, 100%. Down to everything: the prep, the paint, the repair. The lads working on it, all of it. It's just been 10 out of 10 job all the way through.
What's been your favourite step of doing this van?
You know what I'm going to say? Swiss wax. Yeah, it's a Swiss wax, but I enjoy applying it. I think that's my favourite part of the job, polishing, I think.
Yeah, it's very satisfying part.
Yeah.
Bringing it back up to the shine. So what else has he had done to the van?
So Josh opted for his own wheels. He put some, I think they are some bowlers. He's put some 18-inch bowlers on it. We've fitted those for him, and we've also dropped it 60mm. As you can see, it sits perfect now, how it should have done from factory.
So now we're just waiting for the customer to turn up.
That's it now, yeah, play waiting game. I'll plug him a call in about half an hour to be fair. He should be near at 2 o'clock, so.
Okay, so it's the end of week 1.
So yesterday, Josh did come and collect his new pure grey custom paint job. Unfortunately, he didn't want to be on camera, but he was well and truly made up with the van. Down to the colour, down to the wheels, down to suspension, down to the remap, absolutely made up. So if you've enjoyed this week's Wolfsburg Week Fan, episode 2 is going live next week. Subscribe.
Like.
Subscribe or like. Stay tuned, see what's coming up next.
Woo! Let's go.